4, 3, 2, 1. Overtime.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Overtime, a show where 4 NAs and no EUs talking about competitive TF2 during overtime. That's right. You heard it right. We have no Europeans this episode. Everybody, give an applause. Yeah, no more Europeans.
No more Europeans.
No Europeans.
We finally won. We
won. We took over the Overtime podcast. And today I have...
We got our independence back, baby.
We got our independence. And today I have with me Eki from Firesidecast, Antlers from Firesidecast, and Kev, invite player in sixes. How's everybody doing?
Dude, I'm so tired. I need to go back to bed.
I don't want to hear that when you had like a full-on like technical issue that we had to take like an hour wait on.
That's true. That's true. Hey, blame Spectrum, not me.
At least
blame Spectrum.
At least you're here. At least you're here. You held up on your word in the comment section of last video.
I was gonna be back here regardless.
That's fair. That's fair. Today we're gonna be talking about QEL Season 2, and then we'll be talking about the meat and potatoes of the Pug system. So, I wanted to mention the QEL Season 2 mostly because I don't know, like we don't have like any other leagues right now that are trying to like compete against them, against RGL, because RGL is just that huge and everything like that. And it's also just something to talk about because there was like nothing really going on in the past couple weeks. And yeah, I just wanted to mention the Season 2 thing is going on pretty soon. Sadly, the signups are already closed as of recording. So if you were wanting to sign up, too fucking bad. That's all I could say.
Yeah. I mean, well, actually, I think it says I might not be reading the same TFTV post. I guess while we're recording this, signups are still open, but I feel by the time we publish this, they probably will not be because it closes in 2 days. If I'm reading the same article as you on TFTV.
Oh, wait, I might be reading it wrong then.
I'm reading a QEL Postseason Cup 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same one you're reading or not, but I think this is the one that because it was posted 6 days ago. So I can only assume that this is the same one. But
well, yeah, I mean, if it's right, then you have like a couple of days or 2 days.
Yeah. If we get this out
25th.
Yeah, if we get this out on the 25th. Oh, Division. Oh, it says it right here. Okay, my bad. In the announcements, Division 3 signups will be fully closed after August 25th. Division 3 is actually popping off right now in terms of teams signing up. Like, there's so many teams signed up already in Division 3. Div 2, it's like 2 teams.
They're just gonna play like one best of 7, and that'll decide who wins.
Goblin Zone is in it. Tomato Tom is in it. That's the crazy part.
Ooh.
The guy who runs past Fortress.
It's just gonna become like a pastime duel.
Yes. And then
I mean, I'm sure they'll probably let them like gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, invite as well. Like we have one confirmed team, which is QMD Gaming, which we love QMD Gaming. Denver land, we love them.
Yeah, I was just about to say they were at Denver now.
Yeah, they went to Denver. Like I watched them play, and they had like their own like little T-shirts and everything like that. So they'll probably wear their T-shirts in this game as well.
Oh yeah,
just to rep the QMD Gaming. I want to see them do invite. Like if I see QMD Gaming in RGL's invite, that'd be pretty cool. And then
yeah,
I did message the head runner. And I asked them about like, do you guys have like just a file for specifically like telling like who's gonna be playing in like the brackets and everything like that? And they told me like, oh, it's gonna be in the Discord. So if all the information will be on the Discord that they have, which I could put in the link in the description. Along with that, what is it? Oh yeah, they also mentioned that they have at least 2 invite teams that are already in. So.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So, They already have two
Okay,
invite. It's just not an automatic QMD win because they signed up.
Yeah.
I
All
did.
right, congratulations for showing up, QMD. Please take your what prize do they get for? Please take your $260
240.
something.
240.
That
It's
240.
crazy.
That's crazy.
I did also like as well is that they are using full buff GG. Like, have you guys ever experienced full buff GG?
I've never once.
I don't
No,
even think I've heard of that until this very moment.
Full buff GG is a website that they made a TFTV post about it where they tell everything about it. Basically, it's like Serve Me, but like you buy a subscription to have a server for free, like for not for free, to have a server like for a whole year, and you can use it anytime you want, and you can have like
Hmm.
multiple of them, multiple servers.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's a little bit better, but again, there's that subscription fee, and people will probably just use Serve Me still because it's free. You could just click a button and you made a server easy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like that because like it's giving support to like also like other small organizations because Antlers or Firesidecast is like a small organization and with enough like
We're getting up there, you know. It's
you're
not-
you're getting up there, yeah.
Yeah,
With
we're
my
getting
help,
places.
with my help. That's all I'm
We're
saying.
moving up in the world.
Moving up.
Our status is slowly growing.
Yeah, the status is growing, if anything. And I still remember like a couple of years ago when like I joined up, it was just like I would say like, do you guys know Firesidecast? Like I would say like six of players like, do you guys know Firesidecast? Like what's Firesidecast? And then I would tell them about it and introduce them, and then they'll be like, oh, actually, this is actually pretty dope.
I will say I had a roommate of mine at one point. I was like watching him play Face It Counter Strike, and I look at the people that he's playing with, and I see like a little TF2 Face It logo, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm like, no way. And then I had to lean into the mic and like, hey, have you heard of Firesidecast?
You ever heard of this very niche little organization called Firesidecast? You ever hear about them?
Like, man, I'm shilling for
How long-
for the common man.
Hey, Kev, I got a question for you, buddy.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to find out about Firesidecast? When was like the year or time when you found out about Firesidecast? Because we're all Firesidecast people. You're like the only single one out right now.
Okay, well, I found out about you guys when I was watching, just randomly looking at matches for Invite. I don't remember when it was. It might have been a couple years back, but that's how I found out about the Fireside cast. I mean, there's just a lot of different casts that come out. Like, I remember way back then. I don't know if you guys remember, like AIM and Marmalou trying to make a cast. Like
Oh,
these,
yeah, of
other, yeah, like the base cast. They had like casts, like so things would come out, and I knew about what's the other guy? Who are the other guys? The it's like Team Fortress TV cast like 2 or like a number like that. What was their name? Was that their name? Like Team Fortress TV 2? You
I
would see
think
Wait,
like
so.
that's just that's
ESEA.
the second channel of TFTV.
Yeah, it's like they would just have like that channel. I remember them, and then I remember people trying to make their own cast, but they never like last long enough. But I
Yeah.
remember seeing you guys a couple years back when I was watching like RGL matches.
I did enjoy like I also remember like there was like there was trying to organizations trying to run against like crits cast, like for example like Bearcast is like an Australian like Highlander only cast where they would just cast like Highlander in Australia and stuff like that. I thought it was cool. I thought it was pretty cool, and there was a lot of fun to have watching that because like it's a totally different side of the world and a totally different view on how Australians play in Highlander. And sadly, they just kind of like discontinued. It just really sucks when you see that. It's just there's not enough dedication over there, or like they just moved on.
I mean, over there, Mitch is probably the most dedicated Team Fortress 2 streamer I've ever met in my entire life.
That's true. That is so true. Like Mitch is like the only one that's just hunkering down like the observer stuff in Australia at this point. But damn. But yeah, if anything, go check it out. Just sign up if you can. If anything, if you really want to, just get some mates and play that, because it's a pretty interesting league where it's just like a small, like, couple week games, or like in the off season kind of thing, which we kind of need that these days, like just cups in the off season.
True.
How long are the off seasons
Agreed.
usually? Like an extra month around?
NA off seasons, I think, are like a month and a half,
They're
or like
usually-
a month and a half, 2 months.
I thought it was like
Yeah,
3
2 months, I
months.
think.
I thought it was like 3 months.
Is it? I think
Is it?
Six's signups are already open for this
Hang on,
season,
hang on,
and then
hang
I
on,
think
hang on.
after
Check.
that we get.
Hang on, check the last match for RGL. Check the grand finals. Like, when was that?
Yeah, apparently the registrations are open for this season. I'm waiting for RGL to actually load because this site runs like horse piss. But
I was gonna say that too. Hold on a minute. Give me a second here.
I was told to also mention about like the RGL and ETF2L season, so we could get that out of the way real quick. So yeah, the new season's here for both ETF2L and RGL. And I guess like the big thing I can say about like ETF2L is they brought back Prolander.
Oh,
Yeah, they brought back Prolander. Like,
whoa!
literally, Ben and Wandoon are like fucking hype as shit right now about it, and they begged me to mention this in the podcast for this episode.
Wait a minute. Do I need to make a migration? Do I need to hop on over to ETF2L and experience Prolander for the first time?
Yeah, play with like
Hold
100
on.
ping with like shitty fucking hit registration coding.
Hey, I think it'll be worth it.
No, we just need to bring
I-
it here. We just need to tell them, like, hey, can we guys bring it over here if it's good?
That's
Like-
true. But North American players, like I've talked to so many people. I was like, I've told so many people that I really want to experience Prolander, even if it's like really shit. I still want to experience it because then I can say I've at least tried playing Prolander in like a structured format. Because the only times I've ever done it is when me and a few friends have got together and we've just like messed around with the game mode and the whitelist and everything, and like we don't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
And I genuinely think it would be awesome to bring it back for just like one season, a single one. Please, just let people have this.
Let people have it.
Please.
But yeah, I think that's like the only interesting thing going on right now over there. In NA, like we banned the lock and load, which I guess hands on chest, hands are in the air, thank God, kind of shit. And then they still kept the Rap Assassin. Rap Assassin because people were so mixed on it. Which is interesting.
I don't know.
to me.
Maybe it's my like nature and status. I just never. I don't know when it was so influential in a play or moment of time that it was like, okay, this is a Rap Assassin moment. Like, this weapon is too strong.
I think it's just
like mildly annoying.
I think it's just mids. If anything. Like in the first episode, like Wandoon and like Ben was just like going like, yeah, no, it's so bad, it's so fucking bad, it's terrible, especially on like mids where like if you get balled, like it stops the whole team from actually like functioning, which is totally fair. But we shouldn't just throw away a weapon like that just because like it does like 60 damage. They could just literally go back and like get heals, or like it could be more beneficial to your medic to like get Ubers, or they could just come in on the post. Like because like at least one scout has to use the Boston Basher, so there's only one ornament that's gonna be flying around the entire game. And what train of thought.
I'll break your train of thought real quick.
Has
I'm gonna
left the
say it,
station.
I think scouts should be able to air shot.
True. Give Scout a rocket launcher. Give Scout the direct hit.
So true. I mean, Kev, what do you think of it? Because like you're
Of
the
the Rap Assassin?
Yeah, you've had the most experience out of all of us probably with the Rap Assassin because you're an invite
Okay,
player.
well, I know people don't like it or they want it banned because it is annoying. Because Scout is already a powerful class, and for the mids, it's mostly like if your med gets crit balled, that mid's over. It depends on what map it is. If there's not a health pack nearby, like what was the Rap Assassin damage? Like I think it's like 70.
It's like 60.
For crit?
60.
Yeah, 60 and then bleed, and then that means your medic's already like half dead. Like if one double bomb and they're dead if they're nowhere near any like pack or pills.
And
But
then
that's
one
probably
locking
why I
pipe
don't like it.
before.
Yeah, one lock and low peg before got banned, but that's probably why I don't like it. And I know soldiers don't like it either because you're just rocket jumping. Oh, you got crit balled. That's minus 70 because you can't air shot with it. But like, let's say fighting a scout is like when you're far away, scout can't do much. They'll like chip you. But the fact that the ball kind of like, I mean, I'm saying like as if it's completely nullifying it, but
Yeah.
if the ball hits you, it's just so annoying if you're a soldier because you're just like, damn, I guess I'm not even safe from scout this far away. Now I'm bleeding. Now I took 60. Now I got to rocket jump back and get a health pack. So I know soldier mains hate it. I know med mains hate it because of mids. And then when you're fighting another scout, you get hit by it because sometimes the 1v1s, you'll just get hit by the ball and it's like, oh, okay, well I'm just gonna start bleeding and take like 40 damage for just getting hit by the ball.
Yeah.
So I'd say I feel like I'm a little mixed with it. I think it is a fun weapon to use. Should it be banned? I don't know. Would I be upset if it was banned? Not really, because then you could just have two scouts being able to build. Because you do give away the ability to build, and in a nice scenario, it shouldn't matter because your combo scout's gonna be alive. But if he just blows up, then someone else has to build with you, like soldier. Demo has the sword. You can just build with the sword. So there's like other ways to build. It doesn't have to always just be a scout. So
I agree with all of that. I honestly agree with all of that. Like if like at the end of the day, like I could be like defending it a little bit, but at the end of the day, if it was banned, I would genuinely not care because like
Yeah.
it's just how it is with like some people. Like most of the bans these days is mostly just like it's kind of annoying or like it's just like it's hard to like actually counter with it and it disrupts like the game and everything like that. It Yeah,
I kind of look at the rap assassin like it's like almost like the cow mangler in a way,
yeah,
where it's like you don't really have to worry about. It's like a weaker cow mangler because if you hit somebody, you're doing 60 damage, and then you have the fucking unreal amount of bleed that you get. It's
yeah,
like
oh man,
especially if you just hit him right on the head. Like I honestly do kind of look at it like the cow mangler in a way, and also a little bit like the lock and load, where it's like you can literally just. I think I had a different opinion than this in the last episode, but I guess God is humbling me or something because
Change
every
your ways.
match, yeah, every pub or every game I've tried to play, I've faced like 4 rap assassin scouts on the other team, and it is the most insufferable shit ever. Because if they just hit you once, you lose like 80 health. Now I gotta jump away. Now I gotta run away. Now I gotta go get healed. Now I gotta go restuff. It's the most awful shit ever. And then imagine that happening when you show up to mid, the scout's there, he fucking throws the ball and it hits your med on the head. I mean, it's not like it's a guaranteed thing that'll happen every single mid. But neither is, a soldier being so fast that he's able to set up on height and charge shot the doorway as you come through with the cow mangler.
oh
But it
thank
still
God,
happens.
yeah.
thank God that shit's banned. I'm actually so happy you remind me of that. That should be
The cow
perma.
mangler, yeah.
That should be a perma ban.
No
It's not
ammo
even
management and
I
the
love
charge
no
shot.
management.
we need to find those people who like defend the cow mangler, put them on a Discord server, and just let them have fun with it. Like if anything,
But
just let them
like,
play it.
what is there to defend? The downside of it is just nullified by the demo class existing. The
I
downside is, oh, I
don't
can't
know.
shoot guns. I can't shoot guns anymore.
I
But
can't
you have a
shoot.
demo on your team.
Yeah. And then like okay, moving on from the rap assassin though, like anything else from the RGL season, like we haven't had any as of recording. There's no like assigned teams and like assigned divisions, but I do know there's one team that really caught my eye, and that was Rome. Like I made a whole video about him. Rome is back. I've been keeping an eye on them as much as I could, and they're not scrimming against Furrier Tech. Thank fucking God. Like holy hell. Like I made a 20-minute video about Rome in the Firesidecast YouTube channel. And it was a lot of fun to make. It was like my first ever like documentary video, and it was a lot of fun to make. And just to see them like fall off like that and then just stop playing and go on a hiatus for like a year I think 2. Yeah, a year or 2. It just really put a sour taste in my mouth for the game in general, or for the team in general. But now Vio's back. Vio's playing Rome. Vio's bringing in players from Anglerfish, not Firesidecast. Like I've been watching their scrims, and safe to say they're doing a little bit better. They're definitely doing a little bit better against like the low invite teams, if not mid invite teams. But they're still losing a fair amount. I don't know for sure if it's just like, I mean, scrims don't matter, right? Like everybody says that scrims do not matter. It more matters on like the official. And I just want to say to Vio specifically, if you watch this, if I see your ass in like 7th to 8th place or like 6th, if you don't make it past 5th place, I'm selling all my merch. I am selling all my Rome merch.
Oh,
I'm getting rid of it.
I could never get rid of my Rome hoodie. I could never.
I will not be your fan anymore. like you failed 3 fucking seasons. All of 3 seasons is 8th, 7th, and 6th. Like they're all fucking bottom last place.
Bro, invite's hard, man.
This is the one. This is the next
This
one.
is the
This
season.
is the next
one.
up.
This better be the fucking season, or I'm throwing everything away. I'm throwing all my merch away.
No.
Yeah, just hand it over here. I'll gladly take it off your hands. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about anything else right now. I don't know where other teams are in there because like it's just a jumbled mess right now. I didn't see any like Estrogen took my homie or fucking Cat Girl Cafe stuff like that, or the Cozy Boys. Looking at Kev.
Bro, I'm done, bro. I don't want to be no team leader ever again, man. That shit is like. You were like, oh, why can't we get my worst? The messages that literally drive me up the walls when I get a message. Why are we screaming Froyo? And I'm just like, you were begging me for a scrim like 10 seconds ago, and now you're telling me don't get the scrim. And I'm just like, I know it's Froyo, but like no one else is available. Do you not want to scrim? And he goes, no, we just go find an advanced team. So you want to stomp some potato team out, but I don't want to waste my time. So it's like, there's this balance of being team leader and having to make these decisions. I'm pretty well known for making those decisions that other people don't want to make, but I just did not. I can't. It's too much, man. I just want to show up to my server and at 11.
It's for the sake of
What
the
was the
team.
worst team leader thing you did?
Oh, I had to cut 2 brothers and like have to do it gently because my teammates were having issues with us with one player, and they didn't want to like voice their complaints. It's always like messages. That's another thing I know about teams. It's always messages that start out with, I don't know if I'm having fun this season. Like this isn't that. Then you get a message, I think this player's a problem player, and then I have to act and just bring out the scissors. And when you bring out the scissors, people will go quiet. They're like, I don't know if you have to do that, but I think you should. It's always the most like and then when you do it, everyone around you in invite goes, damn, he's ruthless, or damn, people know me because I cut people. But I do it for the better of the team.
Yeah.
I do it because if I don't, I'm gonna experience like a season. I try with other players. The players I've cut, I try with them. I try to make sure that we can review, we can do this. But when other teammates say they're not having fun, or they someone has to go, I gotta be the one to do it. I always send funny messages though. That's the thing. I send good. I make messages. I send like when I cut you, it's a smooth process. There's no like, oh, you're bad, you're this or that. It's just a funny message.
As said from that one guy from 8 Mile in the rap battle. Oh well, you gotta go.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any like you are off the roster gifts or anything that you send to people or?
Oh man, I'd have to go back and find it, but there was a video I sent with like what I typed to someone. And it was like the dumbest thing I've ever typed, and it was just to ease them into it, because it's like it's upsetting to get cut because you basically paid for the season, and it's like your teammates don't want to play with you anymore, or like X, Y, and Z, and you just it feels bad to be cut. I like it's not a good thing. It's just, but sometimes you gotta do it for the better of the team, because if you don't, you're gonna end up the team will. It's not even about the placement; it's how the team feels when they play. If your teammates are miserable, oh man. Screaming Froyo, screaming any top team will be horrendous. You will not be able to learn anything. It's just people upset all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
everybody's
like-
just gonna be like mauling the whole time.
I think
There's
did
nothing to, like,
super-
pick up.
all mauled,
I think
super mauled.
I think the
You-
counter argument to that, Kev, is that your Cozy Bros won an entire RGL season last season.
They did. They did. They
Yeah.
did. I was very happy that they won. They came back as well, and I said it in my I streamed like a what's it called, a playoff like predictions, and I said that logically I thought the bot mode team was gonna win because of experience, but I was what I wanted, what my hope was that my boys would win. I've played with them before, the Cozy Boys. I knew they were good enough to win, and I was like, I feel like I'm a player as well. Like this is not tooting my own horn, but when I play with people, they get played. They place like that's not an ego thing. I promise you, if I see someone who I think is capable, I can pick them up. They play with me, and they will like pretty much almost guaranteed get 4 for above. Like that. I feel like I've placed like third, God knows how many times. Placed second one time, but I've played so much that just having someone who has mechanics or is willing to listen, I feel like I can bring them up to a playoff level. But yeah. I remember the first time I played with the Cozy Boys with me, Sai, Sin Karma, Speedy, Gungan, and Zam. So I've always known Speedy as one of like the best players. Like I've known Speedy's been good forever. I just never realized why he never got picked up by a top team. And Gungan and Zam, when I saw them play, because I scout out to see who's like actually decent or like willing to be better. I saw both of them play on I think it was a mustard team and they got like 5th or 6th. I saw them play and I was like, yeah, I can work with these guys. And I asked them if they wanted to play. And St. Karma, obviously at the time, St. Karma people that brother was so good in pugs they thought he was cheating. He might have been, you never know. But I said I needed some of that on my team. If he's gonna cheat, let it be on mine. So I picked them up, and we had like a couple medics that we had to cycle through. I'm not gonna name one of them. Let's just say they're banned. They just say they're banned.
Just say they're banned.
Let's just say they're banned. But making that team was mainly because in my anime list they had players on it who had disparaged me and Sai and Aizen. I remember that season. The boys, they were like, I don't want to play with Kev, I don't want to play with Sai. So when they said that, I had to deliver that powerful message that you're not fatty, one of your carries when he wants to play with you, all right? You just don't do it. Like no ego. You don't fat kid. Sai is definitely a carry. People might not agree with me being a carry, but I provide a lot. Sai is definitely one of my anime lists. Like when he played, he was definitely a carry. So they basically said, okay, you brothers, we don't want to play with you. So I made my own team, picked up players who I thought were decent, and they placed. And I do that a lot. I join teams where people are like, oh, this team is not gonna place. There's a mid-invite team where it's like this player, quote from one of my goats, Grape Juice. Banny said, "Grape Juice is forever an advanced soldier." That same season he said that, I played with Grape Juice. We beat him in a regular season match. So I don't know if a perma advanced soldier is able to do that, but you know what I mean.
That's
He also placed. He got 3rd.
That's what's up. That all I can say is that's what's up. I guess like I don't think I have anything else to say about that. Because like again, I don't really don't know much about like the RGL right now. It's just I'll probably update it a little bit more as time goes on until like the season starts. But as of right now, there's no assignments. There's not a lot of teams. Hope Rome actually do well, and yeah, we can finally move on to the meat and potatoes of this entire podcast. The general online problems with pug systems and being accessible to people, and also just like shit that shits the bed in terms of like pugs systems online. And we invited Kev specifically for this because he has a lot to fucking say, and he said a lot of it on his Twitch channel, which you can check out and link in the description. If he ever fucking streams again.
Oh yeah,
More
that's true.
pugs.
Hey. It's tough these days. It's tough.
But yeah, I mean, Kev, what do you mostly have to say about like everything that's going on right now, or like give like a rundown of like what you're having problems with when it comes to the RGL Pug system in general?
Oh man, As long as I don't, if Dolphin watches this, man, don't ban me, man. I just gotta say what I gotta say. The Pugs are horrendous when it comes to open Pugs. My main gripes with the open Pugs is that people add up who have no experience and they get to play, and there's no way to block them or stop them from pugging, which is like, we want to be inclusive, but there's, I guess I could say a good thing real quick is that there is a newbie Pugs now added, but the thing is, there's a restriction for everyone else, but those players are not restricted from playing the open Pugs. And my issue is rules are being broken, and they're not going punished. Like because most people don't report it. And I hate to be that guy as well, but sometimes the reports got to come in. People don't have mics. People play off classes for too long. People just don't even know what use is. Like when I had that happen to me, that's why I haven't been streaming. That was my last stream. I had a guy on my team did not even know when use the Uber, pop the Uber, just standard sixes, like terms. Let's use the no idea. Just walking into walls. I mean, there's a clip on Banny's stream, so I'm not gonna say who, but there's a medic who literally fell off of bats from catwalk, one of the easiest, just go up in a straight line, fell off of it. yeah, we're at that point, brothers.
Tragic.
I also, open Pugs are the new captain Pugs. Everyone knows this. Everyone is not going to cope with this. It's just the reality. TF2 has moved on to being more. I think it's not a bad thing, but it can be bad just because there's no way to stop players who have no idea how to play the game from joining. And now if you want to pug, you're pugging with a wide skill group. A humongous the differentiations of who's good or who's an invite player. You have 5 invite players, and the other 7 players are all new to the game or main newcomer. Most of the time it's a mixture, but I'd say the elo system as well. I'll say that right now, that shit is not properly tuned. This is an NA podcast, and I will be targeting the EU players. There's a couple of you who are adding up with 1200 elo. Same elo as someone who's just a newcomer, never played the game before, and griefing the hell out of my Pugs. Because then you just get I just get stuck with some guy who's actually newcomer, and the other team has 3 prem players. What can I do? And not to disparage new players, but yeah, we're not winning that Pug, brother. People are oh, don't have a defeatist mentality. That Pug is, I promise you, that Pug is going to be an L 10 out of 10 times. Unless the EU players are throwing, which is another rule that gets broken a lot. I mean, I've even been out of a game just because the enemy team thought I was doing too much. So there's subsystem gets abused. I had to sit through the whole entire 3-day ban, by the way, and I did submit a ticket the moment I got banned. I'll throw that out there. Let's see what else about this.
Oh
yeah,
hatred. You prepared for this.
Oh, I definitely did. There's
No,
I honestly
I gave him time. I was here, have fun. Figure talk.
Go crazy.
Yeah,
Get your shit
talk your
ready.
shit.
I mean, I literally have screenshots. People send me that's why I stopped it. I have people who send me screenshots and just type Kev engagement based matchmaking like Marvel Rivals, what I told you guys about earlier before we started the podcast, how you just lose the more you queue. If you keep queuing, the game's gonna be like, you love playing with taters, right? You love tater and tot. So just let me give you 5 of them. Dude, my elo, I don't want to call Dolphin out, but something is coded into my game. My elo's low, and I get games that are just almost impossible. Where I could do 400 DPM and I'll lose. I have people sending me screenshots of my win rate. You got these taters talking back to you, just bruh, I can't. These days it's hard to be an invite player and not be at the top of your game at all times because you just get stuff like this being sent to you. I think I'm sending it to each of you real quick.
I'll put it up on screen. I'll put it up on screen.
You get this is what I get sent, bro. And people are like, okay, why don't you stream? Because when I stream, I got brothers watching me. Look at that. Look at all those L's. I have a pug where I did 420 DPM, 27 and 9, 3 to 5, just L. And if you click on that, you'll see something deadly. You'll see some guy with 78 DPM, 100 DPM. And, sometimes I do love playing with new players, but sometimes I feel like you got to respect the game enough to like actually learn it and understand a little bit of the game before you queue up. Because dude, I don't know how you have fun doing a 100 DPM on like a projectile class like soldier. Like I need people to understand 100 DPM is just spamming 4 rockets across the map and them hitting. Like, or if you bomb into someone's face, there's a good chance you'll do like at least 150. I've had games with people with 78 DPM. I told you about the medic who didn't know what use was.
Yeah.
I've had games people walking into walls. Someone got backstabbed 4 lives straight by the same spy. That was called.
Oh,
I remember
bad.
seeing that one live on stream. That was hilarious.
That made me so mad. And it's like, bro, we told you he's there. He's gonna come for you. Just like don't. No one's fight. The thing is, the backstabs. I understand them. Like I know everyone's watched the Rocket King 8 drops where he got backstabbed. God knows how many times. Those backstabs though, are when the enemy team like people are trying to move into last. You know what I mean? Those are backstabs that are like sometimes they're unavoidable because you just don't realize there's a spy. And even if you think there's one, somebody on the enemy team might be bombing you, might be focusing on that, and you get backstabbed. That's fair. That's fair. But these backstabs are like nothing is happening. We know there's a spy. We're calling it out. We shoot at him, and he still gets the backstab. Like, bro, I don't know. I don't know what else you want me to do. Like, I can't control your mouse. I can't control your keyboard. I wish I could, but I can't. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. The medic priority. I love medic priority, but at the same time, it's a double-edged sword because you get like a super tater. I'm not saying they shouldn't be allowed to play other classes. You get someone who plays medic for 1 pug. Hopefully they're trying because it's another issue where they just like throw the pug to get it over with to get the priority for 3 pugs, and you get like a super tater who plays medic, instantly adds up to like an important class, and just like 100 DPM flat, like just 11 and 30 on combo scout. Another issue is that people add up to roles, they don't even know how to play them, so they'll add up to like combo scout, have like 5% beam at the end of the game. They add up to pocket, just never be with the medic. Add up to demo. Oh god, I've seen some. Dude, demo has 12 projectiles. You guys know that, right? It has 12.
Yeah.
4 of them are 100 damage. Stickies are broken, right? We all know this. We all know how much. I've seen some of the like. I spoke about one earlier. I won't name the player, but I did see someone walk into on process mid. I told them shoot at the choke. They're coming through the choke. They're hurt. He was gonna get like 3 to 4 kills if he did. I saw the guy completely ignore me, go into sewer, come out sewer door behind them, fully loaded. No one even knows what's going on. Like no one on the enemy team knows what's happening. I saw him miss 12 projectiles. The first like half of them, no one even reacted. So I'm just like,
oh
I'm
no!
I've seen some deadly tatery happen.
Okay.
I even had to make an Excel spreadsheet.
Give me, you know what? Give me that Excel spreadsheet. I'll put it in the link, and everybody will go look at it. But
God, man, it's not done yet, but I can.
Yeah, give us the like early draft of the of the spreadsheet.
Yeah, and then just update it over time.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
bookmark it. I'm gonna come back to it every couple months.
Okay, so yeah, there is a lot of problems going on, but it's mostly as simple as people don't know how to play the game, and they need to be sectored into a spot into playing the game without harming like actual like open pugs or like actual pugs and stuff like that. Me and Kev, before the podcast started, we talked about like what would be like a few solutions to do that. I proposed like we should add like almost every division, and then like have like open and newbie at the bottom, or at least like open at like the very bottom of newcomer, and lock out those specific divisions, except for like the division higher and lower. To besides like I would say like besides like open would be an example, because like they need to play a little bit to like get good, and then they could hop onto newcomer, and then it'll unlock like AM. But that's what I mean. Like it just as you keep going, you can unlock and play like the lower pugs or the higher pugs of you, or like the pug that you're at right now, and everything. And I think that would be a good idea because, like, you know, everything's about like elo. You need a balance around that set elo, and the elo system right now is not doing its job properly. And I know Dolphin is like trying his best. He's done like many updates with about like the elo system. He made it elo 2.0, and it's functional. It's just like it's not proper because there's no like separation to like know like which elo they're at. And like if you have like a wide variety of different elos, then they're just gonna it's gonna be like a little bit scrambled on figuring out which one to pick, if anything. So that's why it would be a good idea to like do that specifically, if anything. Somebody
I
said something.
think the idea. I thought Kev was gonna like it.
You thought I was gonna go through my tangent? I'm letting someone else speak before I go. I'm ready to talk whenever. I'm just
I'm not
waiting.
gonna lie.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be like a Kev is like
about to
like
explode. Oh, I'm waiting. No, I'll let you guys speak first. Before I explode.
I was gonna say I think the concept of having it so it's like kind of like division locked is a decent idea, and we should just assume that like everybody like who has no RGL history or something will play at the equivalent of newcomer or something, and then we can try and hit the nail on the head from there. I do think the idea of where it's like you have to play like newcomer, and then after you play a certain amount, you like win a certain amount of newcomer pugs. You can like unlock amateur or something, or like I think that might be a decent. I think that's more of like an interim solution while we wait for the main issue of elo to get resolved. Because like you said, Dolphin is trying his ass off to get this elo system to work. It's just it's just not really, he's not catching any breaks with it.
Yeah.
For the time being. I mean, hopefully he can figure it out at some point, because last time I played, granted, I played, I think last time I played was like elo 1.0. Actually, no, I don't even know if I played with elo 1.0. I don't even remember the last time I played an RGL pug, but I know for a fact my elo is not right. Because as far as RGL concerned, or as far as RGL is concerned, I'm an intermediate player, which is not true. As anyone who knows me, as anyone who knows me, and they will immediately say I am not an intermediate player. And RGL only thinks I'm an intermediate player because I have 2 seasons of intermediate that I never even finished. So RGL is just going off of the fact that I've rostered for IM twice, but I've never finished the season, and also played like shit in both seasons. So like the elo system definitely, especially at that point, had a long way to go, and it felt like I would get fucking like turbo rolled because I wasn't good at the game. I'm still not good at the game, but I get fucking turbo rolled and I would lose like no elo. So it just felt like I would be like stuck there for a little while when I was seeing the like amount of elo I would lose and like the amount of elo I would gain from a win. It just did not feel like the elo system made a whole lot of sense to me, and that shit kind of pushed me away from RGL pugs. Granted, I don't like pugging in general, but I don't know. RGL pugs, the elo system, there's got to be some kind of like crazy big overhaul for it to properly function. And also, I think I don't want to say we just shouldn't let new players play RGL pugs, because that's not
Point.
something we should do.
Yeah.
But I do think TF2CC provides a better place for new players, really new players, or people with only a little bit of experience. Their pugs definitely offer a better environment.
Yeah. I mean, I
for
definitely
people to learn how to play the game.
I definitely agree with that sentiment and everything. It's just like the problem, and it goes down to like the newbie RGL pugs problem, is that people really only go to TF2CC or newbie mixes to actually like get the pugs in that's like low or like actually fresh and new to the game, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Right? But like it also just doesn't incentivize the players to actually go into the RGL Newbie Pugs. Therefore, all like the little taters are playing open pugs because that's the only place that's populated, right?
Yeah.
And I just want at least like TF2CC or newbie pugs to go like, hey, if you also want to play a pug, there's also RGL newbie pugs. Like you can add up to that. Like if they just kept pushing them over to that as well, uh, then it would actually be populated over there of like just low elo players. Like I remember myself. I remember asking my team and like or me and my team, we decided to like want to play RGL newbie pugs because we did not like the idea of going into open pugs to like a bunch of like actual good and decent players and everything. So we added up. I kept DMing people. It's like, hey, you guys want to add up to RGL newbie pugs? I went on to TF2CC and say, hey, add up. We need like X amount of person into it. And we managed to get 11 people in there, and then another like one more person finally added up. We had 12, and we're like, oh my god, we're finally gonna play a newbie RGL pugs. And then Altoid just baited to play open pugs, and then we never got a pug again after that. And it's just super disappointing to like see people like be so hesitant to like add up to like something that's so like inviting. It's so inviting for low players to go into newbie RGL pugs because it says literally newbie, and
Yeah.
and then they just don't because I don't know the reason. Maybe it's just only like they just like TF2CC pugs more, or like they just like newbie pugs or anything like that. Like I can get if it's like you want to learn by like a coach like newbie pugs does on Friday nights and everything. But on like Saturday nights, nobody even adds up to that as well because I tried and my and one of my other teams, one of my friend teams, tried as well, and they just couldn't get a pug going. Even if they asked like everyone on the server, like, hey, add up to RGL newbie pugs so we could play some pugs on a Saturday night, and nobody just did. And I just don't know why. And it's so inviting, but nobody wants to, and it sucks.
I think a big part of it is that for a lot of newer players, I think the idea of like you said, where it's like going into the RGL pugs, where it's like, oh, I have to play the open pugs, where there's people who actually know how to play the game and they're gonna be good, and I might get my shit stomped in, is like really like scary to a lot of like newer players. So I think it's also it's also just kind of like the environment doesn't feel very it doesn't feel like a good environment for the taters to be in.
It's it's also confusing because like as Kev said, there's plenty of people that don't even have a log and joined up. Like
Oh,
it's confusing in that sense as well because like
Yeah.
there are people that want to play in RGL newbie pugs or at least RGL pugs in general, but they join up on open because that's the path of least resistance, or like they don't have to wait that long to play when they could just add up to RGL newbie and like just ask a bunch of people in the TF2CC Discord, hey, you guys want to add up to RGL newbie pugs and play some pugs? Like if they would have done that, they probably wouldn't even get yelled at. They probably wouldn't even get shit on at all. They would be playing like sixes. They'd be playing sixes and have an actual good time with it instead of like getting shat on or having this delusion that they think they're actually really good.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Also,
It's
it's hard to have that delusion, right? Like you see logs, you see gameplay. It's no one who hasn't had much experience in the game like shows up for Adult Swim and like gets their teeth kicked in and says, "Oh yeah, like I had a really good time."
Yeah, it's just so baffling to me. Like, okay, you know what? Almost every Saturday night, I'll add up to RGL newbie pugs. I want to play some RGL newbie pugs. Like, I want to play some more pugs. I don't like TF2CC because it takes so long of a wait time. I don't like newbie mixes because you have a coach in your ear, like, yapping to, like, one guy of how to play the entire map, and you're sitting there for, like, an hour waiting for it. Like, I just want to play the game, man. I just want to add up and play. and that's like the only solution. I can't go on tf2pugs.com because like I don't even know if anyone's even actually ready for it. They just add up and then they go like watch a 3-hour YouTube video and just forget about it, you know, or like they just have something else better to do and they can't leave because there's no leave function on it. I can't do TF2 Central because you have to play either like 50 lobbies or you have to go buy or donate to the website in order to actually have a privilege of making your own lobbies. And it might not be a bad thing to do 50 lobbies, but keep in mind, North America is dead in TF2 Central. Like, nobody's doing that over there. And only Europeans are doing that over there, and even then it's like low or like intermediate like Europeans, right? So either you have to suck it up and play 50 games with Europeans in order to make your own lobby that has like a region that's dead in order to have like a chance of playing RGL or play pugs in general, or just add up to RGL newbie pugs. Like
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing with pugs right now. I mean, I've always felt pugs are just a little weird because it feels. I mean, obviously, it's going to be catered to the people who are better because there's just more of those than there are. Well, maybe not anymore. I've seen a lot of new people show up in my time, but they're going to be catered to the people who are better. So the newbies don't have a lot of options to choose from, and all of their things are like set up as afterthoughts mostly. Like it's just really awkward for newer players to try and get into pugging because they either have to wait for TF2CC pugs to run, or they have to join up into RGL newbie pugs, and they have to ask in TF2CC if people want to join up in RGL newbie pugs, which I don't even know if you could do that there.
I've done it several times. Like almost every
Okay.
weekend I've done that. Like I've just asked people, "Hey, add up."
Interesting.
Barely like there are
Okay.
people that add up. There are people that add up. You just got to keep pressing on them about it. That's literally it.
Yeah. And it's just I think it's like a mixture of like newbies like hesitation to pug that is also influenced by like lack of like effective or like lack of like useful pug services, I
Yeah.
guess. Because newbie pugs you have to like actively search out for people to fill. TF2CC you have to wait for the runner to like wake up and then decide they want to run pugs. And everything else is just like dead for North America. Like,
There's not a lot
there's
of
nothing more
options,
you can
man.
do.
There's not a lot of options, and it just kind of sucks in that way.
Yeah.
Because like Kev was telling me like stories about like there's like Captain Pugs almost run like every day back then, but that was on like what was it? Uh,
PugChamp.
PugChamp. Thank you. Yeah, that was the website. Like people would add up to like PugChamp, but that's not a thing anymore because like I think it was like a circle jerk that queued it or killed it or something, or like the developer just stopped working on it.
There's
boy.
no more. There's no more. There used to be pugs at like 1 p.m. They would go on throughout the entire day, and they would be Captain Pugs. Even though they weren't as good, pugs would start at like 5 for the good ones. There, it's starting to get better, and then just go on. They'd be nice where it go till 5 in the morning. So TF2 was way more like your options weren't just default. I gotta have to open, and Captain Pugs now happen probably maybe every 3, 4, maybe 5 days. Like sometimes it's like a week. So it's like nah. Back then you could just pug from any time. I didn't have to. Another thing I didn't mention earlier was like you got to be a nocturnal individual to play the good pugs too when they do happen because they happen at like 12:30 EST if you're on the Eastern, even in like Central. Like you have to like be on Western timing to add up to play with like anyone like even Banny or just anyone in general that's like a high invite player. You have to like have a scuff sleep schedule, and I don't know if I like sacrificing my sleep schedule anymore.
Yeah.
Back then, you could queue at any time.
It just sucks, man. Like honestly.
Yeah, it's part of the aging player base dynamic, I guess. Like not really hemorrhaging players, but we're also not that good at getting new players into the scene, right?
Yeah, we're like
Yeah.
plateauing in like player count.
And so the big thing is when you have people that like, oh yeah, like I played in college or I played in high school or like whatever, right? And you have a lot of free time as a kid. And I don't have that free time like anymore. Kev doesn't have that free time anymore. Like people just don't have that free time anymore unless they're streaming full time as their like gig, right?
Like Banny.
That's what they
Yeah.
do.
Benny.
So it's I wasn't gonna say names, you know.
I mean, we all know who it is. Like, don't worry.
Yeah, we all know. No, I mean he's the only one. He's the only one who
one.
made
He's
like a
literally the
career
only
out of
one,
TF2.
yeah.
And you
So
know what's
that's
crazy too?
the big
He's
thing.
not even streaming as much anymore.
It
I don't know what
sucks.
he's doing. Like, I mean, like you know, aside of how I'm staring at someone else's financial business, like, is he still like making money just off of TF2? Does he have like a
I
separate
think
gig going on?
I'm pretty sure he has just like
Oh.
a separate job.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
probably
know.
has a
I don't
part-time
know.
job alongside of it or something. I don't know.
I'll say I'll say it. I'll say it. No one wants to say it, but I'll say it. He has people in that stream that are watching him pub for 8 hours a day. I know he's making money because I don't know how you watch pubs for 8 hours a day. Because he does not add up as much anymore. He used, like I said, back then in those captain pugs, that would be the main thing, trying to beat him, or like he would be playing till 5, sometimes even 7. One time I saw 10 in the morning, and he'd be streaming the whole thing. Like you would have people watching from like you start playing at like probably 7 his time, and then it go to like probably 5 a.m. his time, and he'd still be playing. That doesn't happen anymore. When he pugs, he might pug like 3 to 4, and then he stops. And then that's another thing I've noticed is captain pugs, depending on the night, will not go for more than 3 to 4 pugs. If you're lucky, it might go to 5. I think the one that I got to play this like recently was 8, and then it died, which was really good. That's like a normal night of pug champ pugs when it comes to captain. But from what I noticed, if you look at the trends, it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe, or it's like 1, 2, 3, and then it just dies. It dies for days.
Yeah. I think the reason why like we're even here right now having this discussion is like we care about this website. Like this is like kind of like our last bastion, if you will. And if this RGL Pugs goes to the shitter and nobody plays it again, like there's probably going to be no Pugs anymore. It's only going to be Discord Pugs. Like, and that just
Yeah.
kind of it just kind of sucks because like online Pugs invites a lot more people into the game than going to like a Discord server where there's like moderators or people like selecting their favorites and stuff like that to like play and everything like that, and then they just leave out the people that just are doggy doo doo, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean the reason why these like the reason why these criticisms are even like coming up to like you specifically, Dolphin, or like people in this community is like we just want it to be actually functional and good. And I know you're trying your hardest, Dolphin. I definitely know you're trying your hardest, and I respect you 100% for it. It's just like the ideas that you give to like try to fix it up. Like you need more people to have like an actual conversation with that, or like just take a note, take like a bite of like what we're discussing here, and then try to implement it into it. If I see like, I don't know, if I just see like, I mean, I could donate if I wanted to, or like have like the community help out a little bit. Like I want the community to help out a little bit on this. Like maybe like donate to like have more servers and everything like that, so that we can have more options for us to play and everything. But as it stands, I think we only have like 2 or 3 servers at the moment for RGL Pugs, if I'm correct. Because like after like the second one or third one, it just goes like, oh, all the servers are reserved right now, and then with like a little frowny face.
Yeah.
I mean, how often do they need more than 3 servers?
I've seen the 3 servers be filled before, and then have people add it up. I've seen it. It's not that often, but I have seen like 3 pugs run at once. Like not frequently, but like a good amount of times I've seen it where they have 3 pugs. So maybe like, yeah, definitely if the newbies ever like popped off, which would like if Dolphin ever implemented the cutoff for people who are new to actually go play newbies, I could see them needing more servers, like at least like 5 more.
Yeah.
Because imagine if newbies became like the new TF2 center. It would just be people coming in constant. That's another thing I thought about too, is if like it actually did pop off and people were like, oh, you know what? We can't play TF2 center. I want to play sixes. Let's go play RGL Pugs newbies, and then the site would just be overwhelmed with the amount of people.
Yeah, and like it's not hard to like ask like, hey, can you guys like donate a little bit to like hit a threshold, donate so that they can have more servers into it, or at least like have people donate their own servers onto the fray. Yeah.
Oh no, 100%. I donate. God knows how much. Get these tots out.
I donate too. I would love to donate a little bit just to get like at least some pugs in of my own. Like I'm a low newcomer and AM player. Like I want these pugs, man. I want to play more pugs, but like I just don't like the Discord servers because like again, it's just either like it takes too long for it to go. There's like pick favorites of like, and then there's like circle jerks and like people are just batting each other all the fucking time. Like, just add up and fucking play, man. Like, it sucks.
Yeah, like a lot of Discord servers that try to do pugs just end up being the most circle jerky things ever. Like you said, it's just like people are picking favorites or leaving out people who are new because they don't want to play with someone who's new, and then nobody else ends up picking up the guy that's new. So the person who's new gets no opportunity to actually pug and improve outside of like scrimming with their team if they have one, or if they're really new, they don't even have the opportunity to do that. So they have to go ring or try and find another pug server that'll actually let them play. So it's just like there's so much shit that's just like stacked against like newer people.
Yeah. And it could
for,
all be
like,
solved.
pugs.
And it could all be solved on this specific website. That's why I care about it so much, on wanting to actually be good. And that's why Kev cares about it so much, because he wants it to be good.
I do. I don't want.
He wants PugChamp back. He wants PugChamp back.
Oh, I would kill for PugChamp, bro. I would kill for it. I want those good old days to come back. I mean, I don't. It's just the level of like how good the pugs were back then. It just eclipses how good the pugs are now, because it is. Oh, I got a lot of screenshots actually. I'll send you guys some. Like, there's some injustices in this world that just don't make any sense. Like the fact that like memes are spawning out of the site is insane. Like I have people like, I usually come up with, I came up with Tater, the beating, all these stupid things that people say, but like the memes are sprouting. There's now the Horseman. Do you guys know about the Horseman?
No.
I don't know
You know,
anything about the Horseman.
The Horseman of the Tater Apocalypse. Like if you see X player,
Tater
you if you see that player, I promise you that pug is in hell.
Oh
my.
I'm like, okay, Eki. I think I know one of those horsemen. It's like, Eki, do you know Sonic?
No, I don't think so.
The meme is so funny because it's not even right, because it's not even just 4 horsemen. There's like multiple. That's the thing.
There's like 20 of them.
It's like 20 of
It's
those
a
damn
legion,
horsemen,
man.
It's a legion. Like I'll show you a puck right here. Like this is one of the horsemen that I do like though, because they're a nice person. But this is what I'm talking. Look at this injustice. I'm about to send it to each of you. This is an injustice. I've seen this live. I watched it live. I wasn't participating in this,
Aldo,
but it has happened to me.
Oh!
Aldo's my goat. He's the only horseman that I really do like, because he's just genuinely a nice guy.
No.
But I keep telling him 100 ping on Soldier is not it, brother.
No. Aldo, okay, so that story of me wanting to get everybody to pug and like asking everybody to join up, and then we finally get a pug, and then one guy baited. That was Aldo. Aldo baited that pug and went to open pug.
No.
And then he never came back to it, and
My
pug
God,
died because of it.
Look at this injustice. This is a beatdown that you will sleep, and you will not be able to sleep it off, because you'll remember I just lost some guy going like 96 DPM, 118.
You'll wake up in the morning and you'll like shiver. You'll be like, damn,
Yeah,
that shit really did happen.
Like,
that wasn't
damn,
a
I just
nightmare.
got beat. That wasn't a nightmare. That's reality.
Okay.
These are the injustices you suffer.
Antlers, do you have anything to say about it? You've been pretty quiet this entire episode.
I can't. My problem is that I've just been out of the game for so long. Like I got invited to like a pug group. That's the last time I've interacted with a pug, like a Discord server. That's That's how.
I just
how
forgot
We
to
should get you
try.
into some pugs, man. We should get you to play.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta
that's
get you in
good.
there. You
Yeah.
need a taste, a small taste of that cancer. It'll do you
See, the
well.
thing is like I'll talk about all these taters existing, and as much as I talk about them existing, I know I'm gonna join up into an RGL pug, and I'm gonna tater the fuck out.
I'm
Hey,
already in
if
there.
you
I'm already
should-
in there.
Dude, you got. I'm not even kidding. I won't even feel it. If you just tell me you're tater, then it doesn't bother me. But when I come in and I just see someone I don't know, dude, the guy with one log like that is deadly. Like, what if I queue up? He gets on my team, have no clue who he is. I click on his profile, one log, no RGL experience at all. He plays the pug, 20 DPM, or like godforsaken. I've seen 60 DPM. I've seen 70. Like that
it
is like
amazing.
god for say like there's no way to win that. Like
Oh,
I want a little
man.
hope. You guys should add up though. I don't care like if you guys think you're too bad to add up. Try it. Experience it. You might be surprised. You might be like, wait a minute. There's a couple people in here that I'm better than. And I'm kind of surprised. I thought I was a tot. Oh, there's some like I can't even go like I have so many people messaging me that are like invite players or like just advanced players. Some of these messages they can't leak to RGL because the words that I've seen about how furious they get and the dumbest things that have been said to me, dude, it's a ban.
That's like TOS. We can't even like say it out loud on YouTube.
Oh,
or
no,
anything.
no,
I
No,
mean,
dude, you just
my last pug that I played in open was on Snake Water, and we went up against you actually, Kev, and you guys managed to
Did
pull
you?
it back around because you took the initiative. Like before, like we were like winning, like a couple rounds. Here, actually, let me pull it up right now. Let me pull up the log.
He's got the
Because
logs.
it's
Got the log.
that's the literally last time I played. It was with you, and we did. Let's see. It was 1 and 2. That was the score line. You guys won by like an extra point because it was like a 30-minute game of back and forth after our first round, and then you managed to take another round, and then you managed to take another round and won.
Wait, do you have the logs? Let me
Yeah,
see that real quick.
Yeah, I have the logs.
It might be deadly. It might be one of those pugs. I think I remember like a little bit of it.
Here, I'm putting it in the podcast room chat right now. I was in that match. I still have.
Oh yeah, you
clip.
were.
Yeah, I think I still have the clip where.
Oh yeah,
basically-
this is deadly. This
Yeah.
is the injustice I'm talking about. Like, thank God you had someone who also was like doing like being a horseman as well. Because I had one as well. Look at that, 100 DPM flat, bro, on soldier, bro, 100 DPM flat.
And like my scout was just not doing anything. 137 DPM, like that is.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
oh man. I try to. I see. This is the thing. I'm not as toxic as I was back then, but sometimes I just want to yell at a tater and just be like, "Bro, you are ass. Just get in there. Enough of this." Because a lot of them bait. I've been noticing this a lot. They're afraid. So it's like they're confident enough to join the pug, and they're happy. They don't care how bad they are. They're happy to come in, which is that I thought maybe that would translate to like I'm confident. I want to take 1v1s. I have good DM. I want to do something like that. Bro, he did 137. He took 147. That means he wasn't even like getting shot at that much. You know what I mean? Like, bro, if you're gonna bait that hard, I'm expecting some kills. Like at least. If you're gonna do like you're not gonna get shot at.
Yeah, I played that pug and then I stopped, but there was like a gap on my second to last pug, which was in 10th of February 2025. And that match was horrendous for me because I turned into that tater. That's when I knew I cannot play open pugs. Like at that point, basically I joined up. I played Snake Water again, and it was a 2-4, right?
Yeah.
I forgot how to do a heal order when we spawned in. Everybody thought I was throwing, and then we lost because of me. And then I remember specifically one player like gave me this quote, and it was "Quit while you're ahead, medic. Quit while you're ahead, medic." And then I was like, "Well, yeah," and I was like, "That's fucking brutal. That's fucking brutal."
Oh
man.
damn.
And I stopped. I
I
stopped playing RGL pugs for 6 months because of that.
Nah, bro.
And I was
I don't know
like,
who said that
I
to
knew
you.
that.
I know who said that to you, but honestly, there's a better way to say something. Yeah, dude. Here's the thing: you could just say, Oh man, I think you should queue up to play like newbie mixes or like look into TF2 a little bit more. You know, this is a higher skill. Like, there's a nice way to say things, but sometimes you get so mad. That guy probably had a bad day. Got to experience a little bit of what I taste every single day. When I
No,
play
he
Pugs.
definitely did because the next pug he had the same person, or he had like he had another tater in the roster after I stopped
Yeah.
playing, and like it was his scout, and he did like under 100 DPM.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's one of the most powerful classes in sixes. People always complain about how good scout is, and then you just get someone 100 DPM stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
understand being new and all that. You know, it's like you want to try and learn, but there's like steps to this. Back then, it was more hard. It was like more like frowned upon. I think now it's just like, it's a standard. You just add up to RGL Open, and it's like whatever. Could be a new account, could be a cheating account, could be whatever. Like, who cares? You could be like one log, like I said. But back then, there was like steps. You would play a season, or else you would just get fat kitted the whole time. You just get to watch everyone else get picked over and over again. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing, but there's always another option. Like you said earlier, in houses they have their issues, but for newer players, I feel like in houses is perfect because at least if you make an in house with certain rules, like the first to 12, or everyone has to get picked because there used to be fat kids. So if you get fatty, you're in the next pug guaranteed. There's steps and ways to get better at TF2, but just hopping into the shark it's not a good idea because
It's
you
never.
will get people who are upset. Like it takes a lot to upset me when it comes to, like, I'll be mad in the pug, but I won't snap at someone unless I've experienced a good day of just prolonged AIDS. Like just back to back 5-0s, back to back tater, back to back tot. Like, then I'll explode because it builds up. My explosiveness is just like, for me, I feel like I'm nothing. Banny used to be way worse. Like Banny used to be super toxic. Like, my explosion is like boom, like that. It happens. You get yelled at for like probably 5 seconds, and I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Unless you like talk back, then I might go on for a little bit longer. But other than that, I'm done. Back then it was way worse. You get shit on by every player, like the top invite players in Pug Chat will call you dog shit. A band. Oh yeah, one of the band players used to like go after me every time I played. Oh, I'm happy they're banned. I won't name them. Their name starts with an N though. But they used to be incredibly toxic when I was like an open player. They were just getting mad, expecting that perfect gameplay. I'm not expecting perfect gameplay. I'm just expecting like, communication, common sense to listen to your teammates, and if you're not doing well, ask for help. That's it. Just say, what should I be doing here?
Didn't you get
But
mad?
don't say it after.
Didn't you get mad one time when someone was not listening to you, and then like try to talk back to you about knowing what they do, but they were a tater?
Oh yeah, they did. That happens a lot. You know why I think it happens is, like, I'm just gonna say RGL. RGL has this like system now where you can't sandbag. Like, here's the thing. I don't like being talked back to. Is like, I'll get over. I don't care. But you're talking back to someone who has like 10 years of experience. I've played all the roles. I played probably 4 roles and placed on, I think, combo, flank scout, pocket, roamer. I have not placed on demo and medic, but I've placed on 4 roles, and I've played for 10 years. And I feel like, no ego. I try to take the ego out. I try to tell you like, oh, that's just wrong. But then you talk back because you placed in like main or below. And I'll be honest, that is like, I think I've said it on my stream. I don't like being mean, but it's like TR walkway down there. Those, look, bro, they're shooting at bots. And the most fucked up part, the people who talk back are the ones that are like didn't even place in TR walkway land, man. They don't even place. I get yelled at, but like, you're being stomped out by taters, and you're trying to tell me how to play the game?
Yeah.
Or you're trying to tell me that I don't know something, bruh? That is, you know why? It's because no sandbags. There's no more actual invite players going down there. You know how disparaging that shit is. I got 3rd place my first season open. Should have got 2nd or 1st, but I get to play a sandbagging team, full sandbag team. Maybe one person wasn't sandbagging. I think it was like Newspeak.
John Carpenter, or like
No.
Okay,
It was like
hang on.
Newspeak,
Give
and like Move.
can you give us a little bit of the run? Like, there's gonna be new people that are gonna listen to this podcast. Can you give a little bit of rundown what sandbagging means?
Okay. Well, sandbagging is basically you're good enough to play higher divisions. even if you can win them, there's people who are good enough to win the division above them. And what they'll do is they'll grab their full team or friends who are also at that level and go down a division, maybe even 2 back then, which was crazy. And they'll play against players who are new to the game or don't have as much experience, and they will beat them down brutally and get first place easily. That is what sandbagging is. You'll get a player who's like, you know what?
Oh shit.
I want to go down and play open and play on off class or play my main. They even played their mains back then. That is so shameless. ESA did not care about that, by the way. They would play
ESA
their. They would go down there.
Fuck.
They go down there, play their mains, and you get shit on in like a 5-0 in 8 minutes.
Well, the idea was
Like-
open. Like anyone could
Yeah,
join open. You could
anybody could
invite and
join.
be an open.
Exactly.
I remember going up from UGC and I was like, dude, I'm gonna play ESCA this season. I'm so hyped.
You're so hyped. And then,
I
Yeah,
got
no,
the
yeah.
absolute fucking rocks kicked out of me.
yeah, I know. And yeah, you just meet Thanos. Thanos 1 through 6 on the other team. Just like, I have like X amount of seasons of invite. It's brutal. Those beatings are brutal, but they're necessary. You know why? Because not only do you learn there's like a skill level above you, it keeps you humble. Those beatdowns keep you really humble because it's one thing to get beat down an invite. That's like you have to improve yourself a little bit, and you understand that the level, like you're like, I'm invite, but I'm not. But I'm getting to play against the top team, so this beatdown is, But when you start out the game, you're not expecting to just meet like Banny, Habib, Jay, and Open. I'm just naming top. Imagine that. Imagine you're seeing that on the Open team. You're like, wait a minute, didn't these guys just win invite last season or place? And then you play against them, you get stomped so bad that it's like the game doesn't even feel playable. But then you understand, okay, I'm not good enough yet to do this, to do that, or like in my mind, I used to tell people when they would message me back then, because I used to like do demo reviews for people. They used to message me like, "What can I do here? What can I do?" And it's like simple, like I'm just saying, bro. I just watched you do pencil bomb. Like you need to work on your mechanics, work on things like that, work with your. There's a lot of stuff they can do, right? So they get happy about that. But I tell them, if you lost to a sandbagging team, just consider your placement 1-up, because that's what it would be if they weren't there. But now taters these days don't get to experience those fucking horrendous beatdowns. Those beatdowns are so bad that like you just start thinking to yourself. Some people take them well. Some people think, "Oh man, I don't think I'm cut out for this game," and they'll quit. But they don't get to experience that. So when they do play that, their egos get inflated because they get placement in TR Walkway land. I got first place, but you're playing against someone who is like a low understanding how the game is played, or maybe their mechanics isn't as strong. Or maybe they make mistakes that are very blatant to invite players because they know, don't chase here, don't feed here, play the objective. Another thing, that's why I know it's TR Walkway Land. Sometimes I watch those open games, and I watch people play Viaduct, Bagel, don't give a damn about that objective. They just want to take Ubers in, they want to play aggressive. And I'm not saying that's bad, but there's a timer there's a timer there. You don't want to feed when you're defending it. It's fine if you want to take an Uber aggressive, but you could just waste the time. You could like tick down the time. You could play smart. Like I've seen people throw in open. I've seen in bagel matches or like even clear cut back then. They have like 10 seconds left, 20 seconds left on the clock, right? The enemy team has to walk towards the point. Instead, they push forward, take an Uber. It is terrible, and then they wipe. And then the enemy team gets like a full minute off the clock, and then they sadly lose that instead of just playing it slow, playing it smart. They don't know that though. So that's what I mean. Where like there's the skill level. If you were playing against an invite team in open, and you tried to do that, you will start to understand that you're not even going to be allowed to forward hold. You won't even be allowed to do this. When you get a chance to forward hold, if you mess it up even slightly, they're gonna have a spy, a sniper. They're gonna bust through a pyro. They're gonna like all these things you learn playing against better players. I mean, you could say the same thing, Pugs, but here's the thing: when you play a season of TF2, you are actively wanting to improve and learn the game. That lets me know that I'm not gonna say you deserve to be in the Pug system with other better players, but it will make it easier. If you just hop in with no experience or playing against TR Walkway tots and then having humongous ego and not listening to people who are willing to help you. Like you don't expect like the nicest behavior in that person, because I won't stand for it, man. I've suffered too many beatings to be getting yelled at by someone who's getting beat down by a guy who's basically a TR Walkway bot. Like I've suffered too.
Yeah, no, you're completely right on everything. I guess like the last thing we can talk about is the biggest elephant in the room when it comes to newbie pugs or RGL newbie pugs. There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna off class, and I know Dolphin will crack down on that pretty fucking hard. But it's just not gonna stop people, especially people who haven't even played like a single log or have played like a couple of logs, but like don't know the fundamental of sixes, so they think they could just play an off class and win with that said off class because I don't know they like main it or something. Like what is like the consensus with that specifically for everyone here? Like, do you guys just don't mind if that happened, or like should we like put some restrictions on that and tell people like, hey, you cannot do this once you like join up a newbie pugs, or else we might ban you.
Um, I'd say for newbie pugs, I would put restrictions on it because only the better players would know how to deal with certain classes. Like Pyro, Pyro is strong. Like to new, to the newer players, Pyro would be like Armageddon because they soldiers would know what to do. Scouts have to focus the Pyro. We already seen what stat lines we've seen with some of the newer players.
Yeah.
It would be like Sniper on Viaduct would be if there's a good sniper in newbie mixes and he's just destroying on Viaduct, maybe you should limit how much time he can play. But that's just an obvious off class. Like I'm saying this as someone who abuses that class on that map, and I also play like, for example, if there's 20 seconds left and it's like you have ad or the Uber, neither team is getting Uber. What stops me from coming up heavy? You have to bomb into a heavy because you had to play. That's what I do. That's a real strategy. Think about it. 20 seconds left. You have 450. You have the point, and there's no chance for Ubers to come up. What they have to walk into a heavy. Like you just shoot. The soldiers have to bomb in to make space, right? Where are they gonna land? It's a big poot on like 450. Just the same thing. It could be engineered,
Yeah.
but yeah, newbies. I don't think they can handle the newer the off classing. I feel like it should be an environment where they try to learn to play cookie cutter more and have a little off classing, not like Pyro. I've seen that because that's another issue. Pyro from last to last has been a thing for like a long time. Engineers trying to troll and put tellies behind people, like things like that. That just would ruin the people trying to get better at the game because it's just they won't be able to handle it, or they think it's throwing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, I feel like it's also I think it's also like a good thing as well if people like off class because they will learn how to counter said off class if they do it enough. But it'll just incentivize people to just leave and be like, oh, it's just like a fucking like I don't know, no restrictions sixes down there or something like that. It'll incentivize like the mentality of no restriction sixes that they could just play whatever they want and win. Which I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. I know in like low AM and like I think that's it. I think it's like in the lower divisions, like people do not care. Some people do not care. Some people do care about like off classing and stuff like that. I'm actually keeping an eye on a team right now who's an AM, that is a full time engineer, and he has like literally almost over 50 people in his server trying out his team and like talking to him and like giving strategy and stuff like that. Like people care about this, so that's one thing. And I know they can't just off class or full time off class in an RGL pug. That would just be it would be kind of ridiculous to do that because like people want practice in terms of like playing the game that is the meta and everybody expects the meta. And if you just throw in like an engineer on like as like the flank role, it'll just throw the whole dynamic off and like people would just like start to get a little bit upset about it because of the mini sentry and everything. So I don't know. For those people who play full time off classing out there, make your own pugs. Make a pug scrim. Do some scrims or something. I'm sorry to say, but like it is the truth. There's probably really no like save haven for you guys to play pugs yet. I'm saying yet because there is actually something in the works, but I am told not to mention it as much. So just yeah. I won't go too far into that. It's just there is something in the works for people who like to full time off class and just I'll mention it whenever I can. Probably invite him onto the off. I'll probably invite him onto the podcast so we can have a full talk about it if it becomes successful, if you will. But yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that there was. I didn't even know that there was a community. Well, I did know there was a community big enough of people who wanted to full-time off class, but I didn't think that they would like try and make their own like pug server
You know what's funny?
kind of thing.
What's funny? Lacey Avenue's in that server.
Okay, but that makes sense.
She
I
wanted
know
to try
Lacey.
out-
She
she wanted-
loves Offclassing.
Yeah, she wanted to try out, so but she hasn't gotten the
Understandable.
chance yet. But yeah,
I
Understandable.
don't know.
like
You
what
can
do you
circle
think?
back and just say go to Prolander again. Like
Go to pro.
Prolander?
Prolander is doing.
I need to have Prolander in my life. I
Dude,
need to
get a Prolander
experience like a
Pugs.
season of it.
I don't know. Make a Prolander Pug Discord or something. I don't know.
True, actually.
Prolander rocks. I
I'm not
actually
doing
really
that
like
shit,
playing
dude.
Prolander.
I had I was a Pug Runner for another like private server. That shit was so ass. I don't know how like it was mostly ass just because people don't know how to listen. Like they don't know how to like follow the rules. So you tell them like, "Hey, don't do this," and then they do that thing, and then you tell them, "Hey, stop doing that, or you're gonna get like banned for this many days from playing Pugs," and then they keep fucking doing it, and then you ban them, and they're like, "Well, why'd you ban me? I didn't fucking do anything." I'm like, I literally told you like 6 times not to fucking do that. There was a guy in the Pug server who was just like, I think he was just genuinely like a dumb fucking like high school kid, but they would do this thing where if you said anything that contained the word like black, or if you said like Snicker or something, like if you talked about a Snickers bar, which is literally the conversation I was having where I made a joke where it was like somebody said, "Oh, you couldn't pay me to do some shit for like $1 billion," and I'd be like, $1 billion? That's enough to get you at least half a Snickers bar in this economy. And this one guy was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, you can't say that. You can't say that." And he was just like being so overly like fucking dramatic. And I was like, "Oh, okay. Haha, funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Don't do that. That's kind of weird. Like, that's just kind of lame.
Yeah.
That's like not even really like, just shut up." Pretty much. And I told him to shut up. He didn't shut up. So I told him, if you don't shut the hell up, I'm just gonna mute you. You're not gonna be able to play your Pugs. I'm just gonna mute you. He keeps fucking doing it. So I mute him for like an hour. And then he comes back and he starts like DMing me shit. And I'm like, okay, I've had it up to here with your fucking hooliganism. I've had it up to here with your tomfoolery, these antics. No more. And then we banned him from Pugs for like 3 days or something. And then they stayed in the server. And I didn't have Archon to the server, so I was trying to explain to the guy who rented out the server how to kick him. And while I was trying to explain it, he was just typing in chat. He was just like, "Oh, you guys all fucking hate me. This place fucking sucks. Your server's fucking shit. You guys are fucking stupid. I hope you all die." And I'm just like, dude, it's a fucking TF2 Pug. Relax. But like, dude, trying to like have your own Pug server is so shit. You have to deal with like the stupidest fucking people of all time. Not even just the fact that like some of them are gonna be taters probably,
Yeah.
but like just the fact that some of them just don't know how to fucking read or like rules or follow like basic instructions. It's so bewildering to me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, anyone else got anything? Antlers? Kev?
Check out Firesidecast, everybody. We do some really good stuff.
I'm not
Seriously.
concluding the fucking episode, Antlers.
Where
Where the fuck are you at right now?
man? Antlers is comfy, man. Antlers
What
is
I do?
comfier than the taters I play with. Comfy. I'm just trying to figure. I'm just looking for logs of mass destruction so I can talk about them because I've seen.
Oh my god.
You guys don't know what I've seen.
I mean,
Yeah, this is deadly. This is an L that I can only do so much. I found one. This one is deadly.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's really it. I think that's all we can really talk about. Like we've talked about everything under the sun. Dolphin, please,
Wait.
please, I beg you, if you if you hear this podcast, do not ban any of us. But also
Oh,
more
100%.
and most importantly, take this criticism with a take this criticism to face value and like think of something with this and take your time with it. I swear to God, if you just rush this shit out, that's gonna be balls. Take your time with it, like you did with this pug system for like 4 years, and I know you probably will. You most likely will. And I believe in you. I believe in this pug system. I hope it goes well, and I hope everybody like. I hope I get to see more people join up to Newbie RGL pugs, and have a more have more fun with that than like joining up open pugs and just getting fucking getting people demolished or like having people mauled at you. Like I've experienced it. I know if you've experienced it, if you have joined up open pugs, like we need a safe haven for this shit, man. That is the safe haven. Please go join it up. Like I don't care if you have to wait there for like like the whole day just to get pugs in. Like DM people, ask people if they want to play. You know, talk in chat. Like there is a chat function where you can ask people to join up to RGL Newbie pugs. Like, please do something to get people to play. I'm gonna be joining up almost every weekend, and just see how many pugs I can get through that, and just ask my friends, hey, do you guys want to join up and play? So, and with that, I think that's the end of the episode. We usually at the end, last episode we had a talk about like wanting to bring up like one of the comments and like use that around in a discussion just to talk about it real quick. Sadly, there's not a lot or last episode. There was a comment with like, hey, let me find it. Let me find the comments. There was one specifically of Dr. Happiness, but I feel like that comment should be like more brought up when he hops onto the podcast. We actually invited him onto the podcast to talk about a certain thing about his article. He made an article in his TFTV posts about like expert video game domain knowledge and decision making, applying the critical decision method to Team Fortress 2 players, right? And I want to have a conversation around that pretty soon. Don't know when yet, but we're in the works of it, and we're having a conversation about it. His top 5, though, he mentioned his top 5, so I'll just put that on screen. It's Lucas, Tomas, Soapy, Ixie, and Pappy. Which is not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
That sounds pretty similar to like what a lot of us had. I feel like a lot of us just had like a lot of European players in the top 5, which I mean, with good reason. Those guys are fucking insane. But like,
Yeah, no, the EU soldiers have always been crazy.
Yeah, they're always wacky with that shit. I gotta ask Eki. Last episode you weren't with us because you had like some like bodily issues and stuff like that. And you just couldn't make it. Was I correct on talking about like Kobe 1920 as like your number 1 pick?
oh god, I don't even remember what you said about Kobe being my number 1 pick.
I said he dishes out a lot of DM, and he's very like strong because of his DM. He also won the MGE TF2 tournament against like everyone, but you know, like I didn't. It was like grassroots or not grassroots. It was like basic surface level shit. I don't know why you picked him as number 1, so I want to hear that from your mouth.
I don't know. I don't look at it the way when I made it. I didn't really make it in like a specific order. I kind of just like threw a lot of the people I thought were like good at the game, but also provided like entertaining like things to watch. So like watching Kobe is always fun, but he's also pretty good at the game. Watching Tomas is always fun, and he's really good at the fucking game. So it's like I kind of just threw a lot of people. That's why I said it's not really in like any particular order. It's just like a top 5 and then also like 3 extra people because I literally could not decide between who to put in the 5th slot. It's literally just like a grouping of people I think are equally entertaining and really good at the video game. And I just like it's people I enjoy either covering in like a cast. It's people I enjoy casting, and it's people I enjoy watching when other people are casting it. So I always look forward to a game where Kobe is in it.
Yeah.
Or the same thing with like Soapy. I always look forward to a game where Soapy's in it.
Yeah.
There's tons of people I have like that, but Kobe's just the one that I had like right at the very top of that list.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. There's also another comment about like the top 5, which was by AimTech, and they actually have like their top 5 and their reasoning. Like their number 1 player is Boulder, which briefly mentioned, but Boulder is Baby Tomas. He is one of the most common scouts in EU. He has perfect mental. I have never seen this man even get to the slightest big angry. Instead, or honestly, could swap Boulder with Tomas and Witness would be the same in my opinion. Like, this is all EU players from what I'm looking at. We don't know EU, so I'm gonna be ignorant and say do not care.
Reasonable. Yeah, I don't know a lot about EU. Pretty much most of my knowledge from EU comes from the like 2 premcasts I did at 9 in the morning my time.
Yeah.
And PFD LAN, which is like a really good showcase of some of the top EU talent, but I am very unfamiliar with like the EU scene as a whole.
Like I know Boulder. He's in, if I'm correct, he was in Mandem. Like he was in the team Mandem. And then I know June is from Witness, if I'm correct. Fancy Elf, like everybody talks about Fancy Elf, like he's like a prodigy child or some shit. But I don't know. I think that's it. I think that's it for the episode. I put everything up on screen that was like about like the comments so you could read it and like think of your own stuff. But what did you guys think of our propositions for like how to fix the RGL pugs? What can we do? Get some conversation going, please, and like actually bring this up to like people and like get connections or even just like help out in any way you can, even if it's like donating a server or just giving some money to Dolphin just to buy up more servers and everything, or just be like a coder or something, you know, stuff like that. Because we want this RGL pugs to actually work and actually like grow and actually be sustainable. And if we just sit here and not say anything about it, or if we just sit here and just like write it out and see if it actually fixes itself, then we're not going to go anywhere. And that's the damnedest truth I can say about this. Anyways, thank you so much.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all have a good day. And as always, have a good one. Bye-bye.